Picture this. You're alone in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Nothing but endless waves in every direction. No food, no water, no hope of rescue. For 76 grueling days, one man faced this nightmare, battling sharks, starvation, and the merciless sea. This is the incredible true story of Stephen Callahan, the man who refused to die. In 1982, Stephen was living his dream. At just 29 years old, this passionate sailor embarked on a solo journey across the Atlantic in his beloved yacht, the Napoleon Solo. The first few days were perfect. Clear skies, good winds, and the pure freedom of being alone at sea. But on the seventh night, everything changed. A deafening crash jolted Stephen awake. His boat had struck something massive in the darkness. Water began pouring in. Within minutes, his dream vessel was sinking into the freezing Atlantic waters. With just moments to react, Stephen grabbed his emergency life raft, a rubber dinghy barely 6 feet long. As his yacht disappeared beneath the waves, he found himself facing the vast ocean in nothing more than a glorified rubber duck. What followed was one of the most extraordinary survival stories in maritime history. For the next 76 days, Stephen fought a daily battle against death. He collected rainwater to drink and used his spear gun to catch fish. But it wasn't just hunger and thirst he had to worry about. Sharks constantly circled his tiny raft, sometimes ramming it from below. The sun scorched him by day, the cold tormented him by night. His body wasted away, losing over a third of his weight. But Stephen refused to give up. He kept a journal, drew pictures, and talked to himself to stay sane. When his spirits hit rock bottom, he would look at the stars and remind himself that he was part of something bigger. Day after day, ship after ship passed by without seeing him. His skin broke down from constant exposure to salt water. His equipment failed. But still he endured. Why? Because Stephen had made a promise to himself. He would either sail into port or sink trying. On the 76th day, after drifting over 1,800 miles, fishermen off the Caribbean island of Marie Galante spotted his raft. Stephen Callahan had done the impossible. He had survived one of the longest solo survival ordeals in history. But this isn't just a story about survival. It's about the incredible strength of the human spirit. Years later, Stephen would say that those 76 days taught him more about life than all his years on land. In the face of death, he found an unshakable will to live. Today, Stephen's story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, when all hope seems lost, we're capable of extraordinary things. Sometimes it's only when we're pushed to our absolute limits that we discover who we truly are.